बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। शुरू अल्लाह के नाम से जो तमाम जहानों का पैदा करने वाला और पालने वाला है। अस्सलाम वालेकुम नाजरीन, मैं हूं आपका होस्ट रिजवान शाह और आप देख रहे हैं प्रोग्राम गहरी नज़र। नाजरीन, आज हमारा प्रोग्राम एक बिल्कुल मुनफरिद प्रोग्राम है और जिसके अंदर हम चाइना के बारे में बात करेंगे, पाकिस्तान और चाइना के बारे में। और इसमें हम सी पैक के बारे में बात करेंगे और चाइना की बहुत सारे इंसाइट्स आपको देंगे। और इसके लिए हमने मदऊ किया है चाइना से CGTN के सीनियर जर्नलिस्ट जो रिपोर्टर भी हैं CGTN के, और सी पैक के ऊपर काफ़ी ज़्यादा इनकी रिसर्च भी है। और इसके अलावा इनके बहुत सारे इंटरनेशनल आर्टिकल्स हैं जो आप पढ़ते रहते हैं। हेलो मिस्टर शेन, हाउ आर यू?
Great, great. Hello, sir. How are you?
Thank you very much for uh, participating in our show. So, a lot of Pakistanis like your articles in CGTN, they read them. So, you have a very nice research over CPEC. So, we will have some discussion about China and Pakistan.
Yes, yes.
So,
We have a lot of topics
yes,
about
sure,
China Pakistan cooperation.
So, I will ask you to introduce to our Pakistani viewers and worldwide our views about yourself, please.
Okay, so great to be here in our program to talk with our Pakistan friends about the importance of CPEC. So this is Shen Shuai, and my family name is Shen from CGTN as a CGTN reporter, also an expert on BRI, because I have spent many years along the route, like in the Gulf countries, in Africa, and also on the international relations. So I'm very glad to share my perspective and my side experience about the BRI project, especially the flagship project, the CPEC, China-Pakistan Economic Corridor.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. We start our program from here. So, how do you describe China's relationship with Pakistan and its expectations with Pakistan?
Yes, so actually, from my childhood and what I have heard about China-Pakistan relationship is the Iron Brothers, and even for today. And I have talked with a lot of Pakistan officials, journalists, and their friends. So when Chinese and Pakistanis they met with each other, is we always say it's Iron Brother. And on Chinese social media, it is always the Iron Brotherhoods between China and Pakistan. And so we have seen a lot of these the good exchanges between the two sides. And also for the China-Pakistan Economic Cooperation, especially for the CPEC Corporation, now it has become a flagship project of the BRI. It's kind of example. So for everyone, when they do the studies about the BRI, they must do the studies about the CPEC. And now we see that for the freeze we have achieved a lot of achievements for the energy supplies, like many industrial zones. Our for Pakistan friends' daily life in their families, they can have a reliable access to the electricity, especially during the night time. And for the students, they can continue their study with the stable light, and also for the business people. And even for China, it is mutual beneficial project. Also, like China and Pakistan have their borders in the mountains area, and also China has investing a lot of infrastructures on Chinese side also. So with the CPEC, with the China Pakistan Economic Cooperation, like the direct flights between China to Guadar, and also about the uh, logistic facilities, especially the cold chains. The Pakistan's goods, especially like its famous seafoods, are now also served on Chinese customers' tables. And for example, the people of in the western province, like in Xinjiang, and people, the customers, they can also get the fresh and the delicious mangoes from Pakistan, and also about the seafoods, the crabs, the fish from Guadar. because of this good cooperation, the better clearance of customers. So that is the purely good examples to illustrate how important the cooperation is and how has this kind of cooperation benefits the people from the both sides.
So what are the key benefits of CPEC for Pakistan and its people?
I think during my years of experience working and living overseas, especially in the Belt and Road Initiative partners, the infrastructure is always one of the top priority because of the road, the city, and also for the access to clean water. Those three are also key elements in the CPEC cooperation. For example, Qatar area, it is near and now we have desalination water plants which can provide the locals with clean water, with well shelter. Those are benefits for the locals. One of the important benefits, and is for with access to clean water, people can enjoy a very nice life. So it is good for the agriculture, for other industries, and also for the industrialization. And the other one is about the electricity, the energy development, especially to turn the natural resources like the water, the rivers into the electricity. So this is also one of the top priorities in the CPEC Corporation. For example, the Dasu hydropower plants is under construction. So previously, from my experience, the power shortage and the unstable supply of power, the electricity, it is not good for daily life. It is not good for the commerce, and it is not good for industrialization. So now with the newly added power plants in under the CPEC, either it is thermal or hydropower, or solar, and even for today, the nuclear power plant cooperation between China and Pakistan, it has added a lot of energy, stable energy, to the national to Pakistan. And so in the nighttime, the light and to continue their study, their entertainment, their cooking, and for everything, and especially for industrialization, because all factories they need a stable energy supply, and they can just they can't just shut their factory because of the shortage of electricity. But that is an old story already, and factories now they have access to a stable electricity. So that is quite essential. And I think the other one is about infrastructure, about the road, the highway, because for every individuals, either they're to pursue their studies or to have a better job in another big city, and also for the every industry, every for example, the food industry or even for the manufacturers, they need better highway to transport their materials, to transport their goods, and to have a better income. So the highway we can see it is also on the priority list of the CPEC, and we can see for the highways linking from Islamabad to the other province, and also the cross-border highways between China and Pakistan, and also the planned upgradation of railway and the phase two of CPEC. So that's further improve the logistics and to further reduce the cost of daily life, and especially for the commerce, for the business. So people can enjoy a more better life with a better connection of the railways and the other infrastructures. So those three priorities have yielded good results and are benefiting some people and also benefiting the industries. So those three are still prioritized in the phase two of the CPEC.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, Mr. Shen, can you explain our viewers about importance of BRICS and when Pakistan will be official member of BRICS?
Yes, for the BRICS, it has become a very important multilateral platform, especially for the emerging economies. As we can see in last 2 years, the BRICS mechanism have expanded with new members like Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Ethiopia, and also other countries like Iran, also the regional powers. And in recent days, Thailand in Southeast Asia, it has become the first Southeast Asian country to make a formal application for the BRICS membership. So you see how popularity this platform it is. So for BRICS, I think one of the key issue is about the coordination of development because the BRICS represent the emerging economies, the emerging powers of the from the global south. Especially now we can see the imbalance of global development is still widening, and but with the help of some solutions to gap this kind of in disparity. And then from the number two, we have the BRICS Bank, which is headquartered in Shanghai. And for this multilateral fund, it can make a supplement to the current world financial order, like because for every infrastructure development, the lack of finance is still widening. But for BRICS banks, they can provide an alternative and they can make a supplementary to those developing countries, especially like the renewable energy development, of the infrastructure development, and other industries. So that's why you see for the countries who are not membership yet, but they are seeking cooperation with the BRICS Bank. And in recent years, a lot of economies, leaders, their presidents will visit China. When they come to China, many of them have choose Shanghai, where holds the HQ of the BRICS Bank, and they have their site visit and to talk with the leadership of the bank. So, and for the third one is about the governance, because for BRICS, it is also in discussion of the how to coordinate the governance, how to bring the benefits to the people. So I think that is very effective because for the members of the BRICS, most of them are emerging economies. They are developing countries. So they have some common understandings about of the development and the common challenges they face. So the solutions and the measures to tackle those challenges are for the economies because for the developed world they have spent hundreds of developments with their colonial rule from their foreign colonies, but for emerging economies won't have kind of a repeat our colonial rule or something. So we must find a solution for ourselves, which is okay. Great, we can continue.
Okay, Mr. Shen, we have seen in last few decades there's a very rapid progress in China. So can you tell us what are the factors that China has got so much progress in last 3 decades?
Yes, a lot of people have asked me about this question. So as far as what I have learned and also experienced during the past 3 decades, so I think the key element is about the leadership. I think the leadership is from the ruling party, and also about the leadership from the every layers of the government officials, the enterprises, and also about their implementation of policy. So so you see for this, it's quite effective from when we have this policy from the central government all the way down to the township, and also about their the effects of these kind of policies can be reflected from the grassroots all the way to the central government and through the people's representatives and also other mechanisms. So I think this kind of policy implementation and review and also for this development strategy plan, it has played a very important role in the China's rapid development. And the other one, I think, is about the good foundation of the manufacturing industry. So
Yes.
you see, in 1940s, China was still a very, very poor rural countries. And with around 10 years development, with a kind of strong push for the industrialization. In 1980s, just the years before China's reform and opening up, China has established as one of the most comprehensive and well sophisticated manufacturing capacity. And at that time, we have embraced the world market. So just like before you embrace the world market and to want to supply more goods to the world markets, you must be ready. And China at that time, with its industrial capacity, with its well-trained technicians, the education part, so it has seized the opportunity about with the trend of the global manufacturing chain movement at the 1970s and 1980s. So with that driven force, China's the reform and opening up, and also about the participation in the global manufacturing chain, China's economic getting just leap forward with the double-digit economy continues for over 4 decades, which is unseen in human history so far. And in today, now you see China is the world's second largest economy with 1.4 billion people. And we have achieved a lot, and also we are also facing some challenges like the disparity between different provinces and the gap between the urban areas and the rural areas. Like every country are now facing. So for China, the solution is to strengthen its welfare, cover the 1.4 billion people. So I think that is one of the remarkable achievements we have achieved. So that's will ensure no one will left behind. And the other one is about the consumption, because in the past few years I have been following about the poverty eradication, the rural revitalization. So what I have experienced in those kind of development, to end the extreme poverty, the leadership has played a very crucial role. You see for the government officials, the leaders of the village, the committee, and also for the enterprises in the rural areas, they have committed a lot in this kind of rural development. So you see, with this kind of development now, we have a huge consumption force, like which has become a kind of a driving force for China's development, because 1.4 billion people, it is a driving force for the manufacturing. It is also a huge market. So that's why you see for a lot of foreign direct investment, they are eyeing Chinese market. And for example, like in Pakistan, the population is also very huge, and with a lot of young people. It's just very similar to the China's development history. and its experience. So with the well-educated technicians, especially for it is good for the manufacturing industry, and also with the good development of infrastructure that will attract a lot of foreign direct investment, which is good for a country's development. And so for China, there's always about leadership and the implementation. So I think that is still playing a very crucial role in China's development, especially when we're facing the uncertain and instability in the global economy. So leadership now matters more than ever.
So, what you said, I think that you also want to say that not only due to great leadership, you are not progressing at economical level, but also you are progressing in improvement of the life of a common man.
Yes. Especially for the people's livelihood and to provide the necessities. For example, for the poverty eradication, the basic three elements and requirements, like they must have the for the people who are left poverty, they must have good shelter of house, good housing, good education, and also basic medical care,
Okay, good.
and also the daily necessity of food supply. So these are the four requirements often raised in this poverty eradication campaign.
Let me get your attention on another important issue. What is China's official position on Russia and Ukraine war?
Well, a lot of people have discussed this one during the past years about China's position. So, one clear stance is China is neutral on this issue, and China is doing its efforts to promote peace, though it is a pretty hard one. So, from China's perspective, the conflict doesn't benefit anyone. And China is also a friend of Russia, as we all know, and China is also a friend of Ukraine. And you see, before the conflict, China and Russia and Ukraine, we have cooperated and with the Belt and Road Initiative with very good cooperation for years. And but with these conflicts, so now China is also in a very tough position. But China is continue to promote its peace. Like you see, China's special envoy Li Hui, he is a veteran on the Eurasia affairs. Now he has completed the third shuttle diplomacy between the two sides, and also to talk with the partners involved in this conflict, and also the partners are not involved directly to the conflicts, to share their views and to know the demand, and also about the requirements from all parties. And China is still insisting that for example, the nuclear war is not acceptable, and no one should advocate this kind of conflicts and to continue to hype up the tensions. So these are the basic principles and the official stance from the Chinese side. And of course, China is continuing to cooperate with its European partners. So that's why you see from the German chancellor and also the French president, a lot of European leaders are talking with Chinese leaders about how to promote peace and to stop these conflicts. So I think that is the key issue. And China, as President Xi have reiterated, China didn't. China is not the creator of the problem, and China didn't hype up the conflicts. And China is continuing to do all its efforts to promote peace.
Okay, let's have a discussion